This content has been brought to you by my Patreons, and if you'd like to join them, link is in the description.
America, America, America.
USA! 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 USA!
Yeah, look it up, to get it up in there, yeah. Trump 2020, you can't steal our vote. Well, get up in there, get it, yeah. America, America, America. You counting our votes, count our votes. What, no. Sorry, excuse me, I had to remove the motherfucking trash real quick. Now let's get to business.
Walking through the crease and the cracks of the streets, struggling for some food and a bed to sleep, while trying to cause overthrow. I'm feeling weak, ideology buff, overgrown.
So as everybody probably knows by now, the Capitol building got attacked by a whole bunch of fascists. What seemed like an out-of-hand protest seems to actually be a coup. Apparently it started with the Trump rally. And then Trump was saying he, of course, got robbed for the election. Because, that's got to be what happened. He couldn't have lost. He's a profound idiot that could actually lose to Biden. Right. That was the better of the choices. But he held a speech. And within it, some of the politicians were calling for direct combat to fight for the democracy that they're saying they're being robbed of. Let's be real, trying to circumvent democracy. And so he called for a march to the Capitol that supposedly Trump was going to be leading, but does not seem to be what has happened, right? I'm going to be honest. This didn't look so much like a protest, but a circus. But when they made it there, it started to slowly escalate. It seemed to be clashes with the police, apparently. But as we see, and the whole nation has seen, their clash, though they came with rifles, pipe bombs, 11 to be exact, that we know of, they were treated differently than, Black Lives Matter. I wonder why that turned out that way. They threw a couple tear gas canisters, used a little bit of mace, but nothing like they do to Black Lives Matter. They made their way into the Capitol building. Politicians hid under their desks. Time out. Wait. They hid under their desks. I just gotta talk some reason with y'all real quick. Like, how come we feel comfortable letting the people who lead us hide under desks? How is that the people we trust to send our children to die in wars, send us to die in wars? Because we're fighting for their interests based off of policies that they have implemented, right? We're letting life or death decisions be made by people who, when they face a life or death decision, they can't stand on with what they say they believe in. Damn. Looking for protection from the police and all that. And I get in their mind that that's, of course, it's not their job to do this. But then how do you feel comfortable ordering people or passing policies to go fight and kill for your interests? And why do we feel comfortable letting them lead us? Maybe the whole system is fucked. All right, unpause. So check this out. As they hide under their desks, the situation around escalates. And there ends up being multiple casualties, technically 5. One was a cop, and there was 4 others, including a lady who tried to climb through a window to push her way towards the politicians and got shot dead. Like, look, this is where white privilege goes wrong. Dead ass, right? I have the white privilege fail right there. I know that sounds crucial, but I really have a hard time sympathizing with people that blame 12-year-olds for their death for playing with toys. But I'm supposed to feel bad for them going to war, but thinking it's a LARP. Like, what do you think you were doing? It turns out it's more sticky than we realized, though. Because there's video all over of police aiding in entering the Capitol building. They refused to reach out to other police departments that have mutual aid agreements to get backup for the protest. Police assisting fascist rioters an intentional low police turnout, which would normally be swarming with police, turning down aid, allowing these fascists inside. This sounds and smells like an inside job to me. I just want to say I feel like the police, because of defund, because of the way their public outlook is right now, tried to have a coup. That's my theory, at least. But we're in one hell of a predicament right now. And I'm really interested to see how this is about to turn out. One thing that really caught my eye is all the black politicians that stepped up and gave out the announcement. It felt like put a target on our backs. Now I realize that it's their jurisdiction, but it feels kind of like a trap to me, right? A way to divert the attention away from the politicians, right? We should be focused on what the system really is and how to deal with the detrimental impacts it has on our communities. I gotta break it to you, Trump supporters. The vote wasn't stolen. It just wasn't. All right, I'll be back real quick. I'll go get some water, y'all.
Yo, this is Villain from the future. I traveled back in time to tell you about something that's happening in your time right now. Comrade Malik is being housed at the Geo Taylor Street Center. He has been banned from leaving, and his phone has been taken in reprisal of allegedly leaking information to the media regarding a COVID outbreak within the center. And people didn't know COVID was plaguing the prison system, and the prison have been doing whatever they can to cover it up, no matter who they blame or what has really happened. So, let's show up and show out. We really revolutionaries. It's time for us to come out. So let's raise our voices and be heard, and be in solidarity with Comrade Malik. All right, I'm out. Now back to the zombie apocalypse I go. Shit.
It's going. Fucking antifa, man. See, I told you they're real terrorists. So fucking violent. All right. They want to deny what's really going on. Trying to steal our vote. And then QAnon. All the pedophiles. Trying to deny it. Man, what you mean you call the cops if I don't leave? This is my house. Fucking Democrat conspiracy. Go get my gun. How do you use this thing? This is how you... Let me hook this up, okay? I wanted to take over this from all these Republicans named ultra-left, ultra-violent, fascist, anti-fascist people. We just gotta make it till Inauguration Day, and then we'll be okay. Don't listen to none of these radicals, whether they're on the right or the left. They're all problems, okay? We gotta have a slightly leftist, centrist view that's really actually to the right to be able to get through this, okay? Hey.
What the fuck
down.
you think you're doing in my
Okay,
seat,
I'll
bro?
go. Here,
You want a problem, bro?
go. All right, I'll go. Nigga, what I tell you about playing my seat? You tell me about get my seat. Step in my seat again. Step in my motherfucking seat again. I swear to God. I'm gonna tell you, motherfucker, I don't care. I don't like no Democrats or Republicans. Y'all both responsible for this shit. You feel me? Y'all both the problem. Sorry, y'all. Gotta get rid of the riffraff. The electoral politic having motherfuckers out here, man, always causing problems, bro. With the police aid being halted for some reason and having notification for days in advance that they're gonna have fascist attacks. People were dropping threats to bomb and shoot at the place the whole time. I saw some problematic interaction with the police besides just allowing people to come in, where I seen them affirming the message of those people raiding the Capitol building. But are we really surprised? This nation's always been fascist. These cops have always been fascist. They're watching defund happen. They're knowing they're about to lose resources based off their bad behavior. And they know that the politicians aren't going to support them anymore. So they feel like they can stage a coup using Trump supporters and neo-Nazis as a front, using them as the shock troops. That's what I think happened. But it feels like we're in some really interesting times because it could be much bigger than that. This could be planned for a long time. This could be literally a way to build a new crisis to be able to bring down an iron fist upon the people. It happens all the time. This could be a full ass false flag for all I know. When I mean false flag, I don't mean the protest was fake. I mean there's agitators like the CIA does, where they place people there to push in a certain direction. It was very clear that most of the people who came did not have any direction or really know what they were doing. They're even saying how they got caught up in the moment. And whether it was neo-Nazis or it was CIA or the police, someone was in there pushing that crowd a specific direction. But what does this really mean? What is this really about, I guess is the question. Because it feels like this is white entitlement at its finest, white privilege at its finest, and what has been rewarded for so many years. Because that same mob mentality used a weapon against our people. And not just the Republicans, but the Democrats too. Don't forget, Democrats and Klan go hand in hand. The truth about it is, we don't have a vested interest in this nation, but we do have a vested interest in what's happening. So I think in the end, what we gotta do is get game plans. We don't know about bug out plans or resistance plans. We must plan. Be able to bring our own resources, because this could severely shift the terrain to something we've never seen before. Not within this country, at least. Find your affinity groups, build your communities, train up. Train up like these neo-fascists train. Train harder. It's important. Make yourself familiar with tactics, strategies, not just of warfare. I know that seems cool, but of politics, Machiavellian logic. You don't have to use it, but it's wise to have understanding of it. I think we're moving to a time where everything will be very geopolitical. Geopolitics are gonna dictate how we end up and what situations we end up in. Left. The right has out-organized you. Why? Part of it is privilege. Part of it is they're not responding to in the way they respond to us. That is true. But there's more than that. I think we should think about our skills. I think we should build. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all tuning in and fucking with me. You know, it's villainous. Hey, stay the fuck over there, bro. Anyways, sorry, I don't want to. Got to deal with these right wingers and left wingers, man. Cause apparently I'm post left. I guess that's what they call me. So anyways, to get to it, man, I'm about to get up out of here. And I appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure to follow me on villainus_music. You know, big villainous. Villainus_music on Instagram, SoundCloud, Twitter, and really all the socials. Or Overthrow Media right here. Make sure to drop a like. Leave me the comment. What do you think about what's going on right now? What's happening in this world? Hit that subscribe button, that bell to stay notified. So when I drop a video, you make sure you get it. You know what I'm saying? If you really fuck with it, you can fuck with our Teespring and really keep this motivated. You know what I mean? And I tell you, all the old ones, all the ones that are up right now, 30 more days to cop them. That's it. So you want to cop them, you better cop them now. Also, if you really want to keep the lights on, you can become a Patreon. Again, Patreon at villainus_music. Right, I'll catch y'all later. Deuces.
Shout out to all my Patreons who keep this content coming. If it wasn't for them, this would not be happening. Names are flying across the screen right now. And if you like this song that's in the background, link is in the description. Since the recording of this, there's been Trump supporters going around and attacking people in different places like LA, specifically black folks and black women. So be on the lookout. There's also been warnings about on the 17th and the 20th, there's going to be armed rebellions from the right wing. So keep your eyes open. For those who can, let's stand up. All right. Peace and love.